Thank you, Army, for a love that never fades. Thank you for always standing by, accompanying every step, every surprise, and every moment that makes our hearts tremble. Before we dive into this shocking story, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, because your small support means so much in helping us continue to bring you the hottest and most emotional news about Jimin. Are you ready for a surprise that will leave you breathless? What really happened when Jimin suddenly appeared alongside a futuristic car that looked as if it came straight from the future? Was this merely an ordinary visual concept, or was there a hidden message carefully kept under wraps? From the very first second the image spread, one thing became undeniable. Jimin's aura transformed into a powerful magnet that instantly captured the world's attention. At first glance, he looked calm, but there was a strong vibration in the air, as if this moment was not just an appearance, but a statement. Jimin's steady steps, his calm yet piercing gaze, combined with the sleek, gleaming design of the futuristic car, created a contrast that somehow blended perfectly. Many began to ask themselves, why does this visual feel so different? Why did just one brief appearance cause social media to erupt instantly? Some called it a sultan aura, while others felt a cinematic atmosphere, like the opening scene of a blockbuster film. But is that really all there is to it? Behind the shimmering lights and sharp lines of the car, Jimin delivered emotions that are difficult to put into words. There was a silence that spoke volumes, a confidence that didn't need to be shouted. It was as if Jimin was quietly giving a hint that he has entered a new phase, more mature, bolder, and more aware of the influence he holds. Could this be a sign of a major change being prepared? Or is this just the beginning of something far more shocking? ARMY around the world became divided between awe and curiosity. Comment sections overflowed with questions, theories, and mixed emotions. Why a futuristic concept? Why did Jimin's expression look so calm yet powerful? Why did this moment feel like a signal rather than a coincidence? The more people tried to guess, the deeper the curiosity grew. What made this moment even more dramatic was the way Jimin spoke without words. There were no long statements, no detailed explanations. Yet the impact was undeniable. That visual felt like a silent invitation to the public to prepare themselves. Prepare for the next surprise. Prepare for a new level that may soon be revealed. Wasn't Jimin always known for his ability to convey emotion through movement and expression alone? This time, he did it again, but on a much bigger scale. Some fans admitted they got chills the moment they saw that appearance. There was pride, there was emotion, and even a sweet uneasiness, as if Jimin was stepping further ahead. The Jimin once known for his softness and warmth now revealed another side, just as strong and unshakable. Mature charisma. Is this the same Jimin, or a new version slowly being introduced? Emotional drama became unavoidable. On one hand, ARMY felt happy seeing Jimin shine in his own way. On the other, there was a faint sense of anxiety, a fear of losing the figure who once felt so close. But perhaps that is where the beauty lies. Jimin grows, changes, and evolves, while ARMY continues to stand by his side, witnessing every chapter with open hearts. That futuristic car is no longer just a backdrop. It has become a symbol, a huge question mark that fuels imagination. Is this related to a new project? Is there an unannounced collaboration on the way? Or is this Jimin's way of showing that he is ready to move faster, leave old boundaries behind, and step into the future with full confidence? One thing is certain, Jimin's appearance this time was not an ordinary moment. He arrived carrying a silence that was deafening, a calmness that shook the senses, and left behind emotional traces that are hard to ignore. And those emotional traces continue to linger long after the image fades from the screen. Even hours later, discussions refuse to die down. Theories keep multiplying, and emotions remain unsettled. Why does this single moment feel heavier than it should? Why does it seem to mark a turning point rather than a passing trend? Many believe this appearance was carefully calculated, not just to impress, but to communicate something deeper without ever saying a word. As time goes on, the silence surrounding Jimin only adds to the tension. No clarification, no confirmation, just quiet confidence. And strangely, that silence speaks louder than any announcement ever could. It leaves room for imagination, for anticipation, and for emotional attachment to grow stronger. Is Jimin testing the waters before unveiling something monumental? Or is he simply reminding the world that his presence alone is powerful, enough to dominate the conversation? What makes this moment even more intense is how naturally Jimin carries it all. There is no sense of force, no exaggerated gesture, just authenticity wrapped in elegance. The futuristic car, once again, becomes a metaphor, sleek, fast, forward-looking. Is Jimin symbolizing his own journey, leaving the familiar road behind, accelerating toward a future shaped by his own choices and vision? ARMY continues to watch closely, hearts full of pride and curiosity. Some feel inspired, others emotional, and many simply feel overwhelmed by how far Jimin has come. From soft smiles to commanding presence, from warmth to authority, every phase feels earned. Every transformation feels honest. And perhaps that is why this moment hits so deeply. It is not just about visual impact, but about growth that feels real. As anticipation builds, one question remains unanswered yet impossible to ignore. What comes next? A new concept, a bold project, or a revelation that will once again redefine expectations? Whatever it may be, one thing is clear: Jimin has already succeeded in doing what few can. He has made the world stop, look, and feel, all without uttering a single word. And so ARMY waits. With excitement, with trust, with hearts wide open. Because if this appearance is only the beginning, then the journey ahead promises to be unforgettable.